Okay, today we're going to take a look at the Nash Choker Loop. This trap is made in the USA. It's been around forever. It is a kind of a neat little trap. It is probably one of the few traps that every time I use it, which, you know, I use this trap maybe 2 or 3 times a year when I got just a problem mole that is just dealing me a fit. You know, if it's backfilling traps, which, you know, it doesn't happen a lot, but, you know, once or twice, maybe 3 times a year, I'll bust this guy out, and he takes care of the mole. So these traps here are pretty, you got to be careful when you're setting these because you can get hurt pretty quick. These are probably one of the more dangerous traps that I sell. You know, if you're not careful, it'll come to you like this with the dog in between trapped in the frame like this. And I think you can set it going through the frame like that, but realistically you need to just kind of use some brute force and pull that to the outside like this, so it's free like so. And then basically to set these, you'll kind of have to figure out the best way, but the important thing is that, as you can see, as you compress it, you don't want to get fingers in here, okay? This trap is extremely powerful. You see the springs here. So however you set it, just don't grab the frame here when you're doing it, because you could really be in for a world of hurt. So probably the easiest way is if your hands are big enough, you can probably go like this and compress it, or I don't know, maybe set it on the side of a bench and get it started. But either way, you know, you need to get it compressed. And remember, don't grab here. Always, you're safe here, don't grab here. So once you get that compressed like so, then you got to work the trigger and the dog at the same time. I kind of use the dog to hold the trap, and then you can see how I'm just kind of working that. I don't know if that's in frame, yeah. So I get it, and I kind of push down on the trap to catch the dog, the trigger pan to catch the dog. And then I'm kind of pushing, you can see, I'm pushing down. My hands are clear, so if it goes off, nothing bad's gonna happen because my hands and everything are clear of these pinch points right here. So basically that's set. And what you wanna do when you set these is, you can see how far apart these choker loops are. So if you have like a hori knife, you can cut some slits. Sometimes I'll take it and kind of mark the soil or mark the ground, and then cut 2 slits, then take the tunnel, push it down to where this sets right on top of where you push down. And then you simply just slide the trap in. And what I like to do is I'll kind of do it like this while pushing down on the trigger pan. So when I push it in the ground, it doesn't set itself off. And then sometimes you know, you'll have to play with it a little bit. These trigger pans are very easily bent. So I'm going to go ahead and let it fire. These trigger pans are, like I said, they're very easily, you can bend it down, you can bend it up, whatever you need to do. It's best to kind of get it where you want it before you stick it in the ground. You don't want to cut your slits too deep and have the trap settle and set itself off. So you want to be mindful. Ideally, you want the trigger pan to be, you know, just off that. So, because you know that mole is going to push that tunnel back up, you know, a pretty good amount. So if you're just off the top of that, you know, depression, and you know your choker loops are resting on the bottom of your cuts in the soil, you're gonna be good. And then you know, these are nice, they're low profile when they're set, but the main thing is you know, when you're setting them, be very careful, because these things will hurt you quickly. So wear gloves. But yeah, that's the Nash Choker Loop. Excellent trap for when you got those moles that they want to dig around the Talpac style, or they plug up your patange, whatever. You can bust one of these out, and these normally take care of the problem. So if you want some, you can order them on the website. Thanks.